Hey guys, welcome back to this today's video. We're gonna be doing Am I the Asshole? I was looking for the other day where I did this for me today. Well, it was all the place. So today we are actually gonna sit here and film for you guys. I look like a whole mess, but does it really matter if I'm gonna give you content? Oh, so we got perfect one. This one says, "Am I the asshole for refusing to pay rent on a house after I moved out and got my own apartment? My ex, 20, 25 male, and I, 29 female, was a girl for several years. I lived the girl in a rental house. Towards the end of the relationship, I had made up my mind that I needed to leave before I even officially ended things. I signed a lease on my own apartment because I was worried about if I didn't have somewhere lined up, I may get talked into staying in a relationship that I knew wasn't working." Okay, before you continue, you had that gut feeling that you like, you know what? Yeah, me, if I wasn't going to the relationship, let's say tomorrow, and we pick up for 7 years, whoa, and I knew that it was not going to get anywhere, I would probably do the same thing, or I would move back to my parents' house or wherever and stay there for a little bit until I was able to get back on my feet. That is me. I'm gonna continue. I moved out in December and paid myself December rent at the point where I asked to be removed from the rent. Wait, let me fix this. Yeah. To be removed from the rent, but my ex refused and said I was still responsible for the rent to the year ended. No, I don't think you are. If you want to think about it, I don't think you have to. If you already paid this month and you already done and you think, I feel at this point you don't have to pay like the sale. Like you already did or that you really want to move out. So why the point of like, okay. The problem is that I already had committed to my own apartment and Johnny has two housing payment. I simply couldn't afford to pay fully for both places. Even though I sent 200 in January and another 200 in February, because I was trying to help and contribute what I could. I feel like the vibe that I'm getting from you is that you're way too nice and you're like, I wanna go help him. Well, go about you. You have your own apartment, you have your own finances, you have all this that you gotta worry about, and this dude's living house thing. Like, no, have him pay for it. Like, okay. So I wasn't able to get all my belongings right away. So I still had to continue with him for a couple of months after moving out. It took until late February for me to finally get everything. Every intro felt mostly exhausting. He wanted to talk about the relationship, his regrets, and how much he was struggling, and some things he wanted to discuss, apologize, or reconsider. At the same time, he continued saying that I owe rent and that he will pursue from pursue formal chances if I didn't pay. Go, he just want you to pay that rent and be like, you gotta pay me rent. No, you be goddamn rent, dude. This is why you get something in your own name and you guys pick up. You can well. From my perspective, I already had my own place. I wanted to move forward with my life. By the time I got the rest of my belongings in February, I felt like I needed a clean break. I had started a new relationship and didn't think it was healthy or continue communicating with my ex internally while trying to build something new. So after I got my belongings, I blocked him. He retained in the house and remained in the house by himself for the remaining of 5 months of the year. He lives there and used the property, and Ramsey handled all the move out, but then when the year was ending. He still believes I owe him myself the rent for months after I moved out, and he said he may pursue legal actions. I understand that my name remained on the lease, but I also wasn't living there anymore. Couldn't afford two rents and completed when I could, and he chose to stay in the house after I left. Do I have a legal or moral obligation to pay him for the remaining months? If you were in this situation, what would you think it was reasonable for an ex to pursue for rent after you moved out and start over? I feel like he's using that as an excuse to be like, you two owe me, and to keep in contact with you. That's what I think. I can be wrong, but I don't know. That's what I think. Like he's trying to stay in contact with you for you to keep paying the bills, like the rent of the house. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Okay. I okay. Not this one. Let's do. Okay. This one says, "Am I the asshole for not giving my fiance's sister, Dory female, a +1 to arrange for her boyfriend, Dory male, of 1 month after she blocked my fiance, Dory male?" So I'm reading that these people would go for a month. You don't know this dude like that. Like a month of dating, you all don't even know each other. You got all during the honeymoon. Like, come on. Hey, my fiance, 36 male, and I, 31 female, are planning a wedding. We've been together for many years and recently sent our invitations. We decided to follow a general rule for +1s. Guests only get a +1 if they are married, engaged, living together, or more in type of relationship. We are not giving casual tax newborn or ultimate invitation most because of the numbers, cost, and try to keep things consistent. Before we continue, I agree with that. I agree how they did. How, like, so like if you get a non-engaged, married, in a long-term relationship, you guys been living together, what all the case may be, right? You don't have to be living together to have a stable relationship. That's, you know, everything expensive, and you get. Yes, do I agree that you guys find out who you guys really are when you guys are living together? Yes, but let's continue. My fiance's sister, 35 female, had a very intense relationship with him, that's us. From our perspective, she struggled to have claimed and continued conversations. From our perspective, she feels like we don't understand her, and that she's always being attacked. Victim mindset. That's a victim mindset. Like she wants to be the victim in, I guess, everything. I guess that's what I'm understanding from was when you put that. The last time my fiance and his sister were together, things ended badly. She was sounding at her younger child for what felt like a long time and was saying horrible things. My fiance stepped in and said something along the lines of, "Okay, that's enough." She did not take that well and asked him to leave and then blocked him. So I guess she's like, "Oh, if you don't do it my way, I'm gonna block you." Like, okay, like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Since then, she's not spoken to him directly. When we were sent out the invitation, we did not give her a +1 because she had only been with her current boyfriend for about a month. We applied the same rule to everyone else. Now, here, before we continue, you, in the beginning of the post, she said, and I quote, I'm gonna go back, that the general rule for plus ones, guests only get plus ones if they are married, engaged, living together, or in a more established relationship. And that you do not give out casual, that's new pornos or totally invitations. And I agree with that. Because by tomorrow we all can pick up. Like, that's what I think. I can be wrong. So now she has sent the dad to act like she did not get plus one. This has annoyed us because my fiance is legally blocked by her, but she still demands a plus one to a dog boy instead of speaking to us herself like an adult. No, she acts like tired. Like, this is what I'm seeing from my mindset and how I see things. From me being the outsider, that she's being a tired. Like a legal tired. Like, I'm sorry, but like, we feel like it's unfair for her to refuse to conversation with us, but still to expect us to convey her new boyfriend or appreciate she is going to bring her best friend if her and her boyfriend are not together out her way. We also don't want extra drama that day, especially given the existing tension. At the same time, I do not understand that she may feel really attentive alone. I might have asked for not giving my fiance's sister a plus one to our wedding when she has only been with her boyfriend for about a month and currently has my fiance blocked. Nope, I will block her back too. I'm back. I'm not talking. Like, I'm paid. I'll be the same way. But no, block. The nice little block button. Bye bye. That's what I would have done. But and it's your way. You guys decide the rules and how you're gonna be. Like, that's how I think it do. But people just like, oh no. Okay, let's. Okay. 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 This one is another one. It's another one. I might have asked her for not wanting to invite my dad's wife to my wedding. Yo, what the hell is this do you y'all? Like, why the trauma? Like, I'm good. So I'm gonna continue. My dad married his wife when I was 16. She has been nothing but rude to my brother and I over the years, over the last decade. I can count on one hand the number of times good intentions I've gained with her. I don't really speak to my dad now because of her and many other things from childhood. My dad brought up to me that he'll be at my wedding, and I said maybe you can bring your wife then if you're not. He didn't take that well and said I couldn't do that. I told him that if he can't drop it at her, he won't be invited at her. That being said, I would like to invite my dad, I think, but I don't think he would come without her. And on a on a no criticism, do I want her there? I'm now in the bus for context. He's bought a house while my brother lived with them and kicked him out by not buying a house with a room for him. She causes a scene at my college graduation when we were doing coffee, and only my mom and dad would be at the ceremony room. She had nasty comments every time I see her, and we have fought a number of times over the years. Because he is so good to my brother and I. God, don't fight her. It's your reign. It's your reign. You are allowed to invite who you want to invite. It's your reign. You do what you want. You don't have to be like, oh, like, no, it's your reign. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be my last story for the day. So I'm at the asshole for not making more food. That's the title. Okay, let's continue. We host my uncle's family for dinner. His wife, two adult sons, and one of the sons' wife and kids. The cousin's wife is rude, and their kids are not well behaved. They were actually invited themselves over the day before, so it was a scramble to get everything prepared. One of the kids is a 10-year-old girl. She's unordinary and have bad manners. She does not listen or respect the boundaries of her home. And I don't like how she sees our dog. She never eats the food her parents prepare for her unless it tips. Fast food, frozen waffles, cereal, and other garbage. Okay, before we continue, cereal for me, I can eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can, but like the fact that you see, like, I think that your girl is so spoiled like that. Like it has to be hallway or like the highway. Go no, the highway is right there. You can get happy yourself and go to the highway and have fun. I'm gonna continue. Okay, okay. They reset and feed her those foods. That's to get her to eat. This is an ongoing problem since she was much younger. She's good at getting what she wants. For the big dinner, my mother-in-law prepared several roasted chicken and roasted legs of yam, rice, salad, and the typical occasion. We spent all day getting food prepared and getting the house cleaned up. All the food was delicious. The mother served the girl the piece of chicken, and she wanted and rice. She did not eat. She acted like everything was gross and turned her nose up at it. I gave her some ice cream and popsicles for the store soon after the daughter said she was hungry. We served her a plate so that she could come back to it, but she didn't want it. Her mother asked me if we had sort of typical eating with bread and olive oil, and I said yes, of course. The girl said no, I don't want that either. She asked if I had cereal. I said we don't. Then she asked, what do you have? At this point, I was frustrated. I really know this is going to suffer this kid and not my job too. I told her we have all this food prepared. Okay, and say the girl, the look on the mother's face was tired. His casual. The office shocked that the girl was asking her mom, can I have some eggs? And her mom said, well, wait until we get home. Asking her mom, can I have eggs? And she said, wait until we get home. Milk, I want more milk. Her mom said, no, that's wait until we leave. In the past, I returned to the post said to be the classic host, but I was not having it at that night. This happened every night, every single time they come to my house, or to my mother's. We opened our entire pantry with we could wait more work and cleaned up. I was exhausted that weekend was frisbee when my husband told me they were coming. And part of it also when I was a kid, we learned not to ask for anything as guests. We eat what they served and that's it. My brother and my friends with picky ears being fooled, they know their kids will eat. So as not to bother the host with additional requests and to ensure their kids get fed. And before we continue, I feel like as a parent, you know your kid's picky. Well, always bring something that they like. Yes, that could be a family house, but you have to understand that they hustled. Can cooking well, they hustle to make that food you can eat. Like my husband agreed that they are rude, but he also said they are guests. They don't come over often, and it will be fine to just enjoy the brat. So I'm the asshole, and you're not the asshole here. Go at this point. I don't know what I'm gonna tell you because I agree with you. The kid is a brat and a spoiled one, but that's that's the parents' fault at this point. I I I feel like I said, every parent, if you see that your kid doesn't really eat or is very picky, bring the kid the food. That's it. But I agree with you 100% and everything you said. Um. So yeah, what did you guys think? Leave in the comments down below. See you guys back with more videos. Bye.